Hello!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our backyard homestead, where we try to live a homesteading lifestyle in the suburbs of New Jersey.
Yes. Oh, and if you're new, I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Dan.
Yes. And basically today we're going to just be doing a garden tour.
Yeah.
We need to update you guys because there's so many awesome things. Even like if you see my blog post of our garden, there's so much that has just been happening after that post. So you need to be updated now, immediately. So,
Our garden has hit that really cool point where, like, every day there's something new that we're like, whoa, check this out.
Yes.
You know, because I come out, I am always out here. I come out here about once an hour, like, Priscilla, you got to see this.
Yeah, seriously,
it's really exciting seeing what's going on. We've been able to come out and just munch on sweet peas. And,
yes.
you know, we've been able to make our salads with our own homegrown lettuce.
That has been very exciting and awesome.
We are patiently waiting on our garlic to finish. Maybe a couple more weeks.
Yes.
And then we'll have our own garlic. We're really
I'll
excited
be able to
about.
braid it.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that.
If you guys remember, just a few days ago, we chopped this sage down. Look at it. I swear that has grown crazily. It's like a brand new plant in there, which is fantastic.
Yep.
So, let's get started on the garden tour. We're going to start with our pole beans, and we're going to go from there, guys. So sit back, relax, and just, oh man, I hope you guys are loving what we're seeing, because we are just absolutely floored by the amazing provision of our Lord and Savior. We know that without Him, we would have nothing of this.
Amen
So
to that.
all of this is just, it's His hands working in our lives and through our lives, and we make sure that we don't lose sight of that.
That's right.
So let's go check out the pole beans, and we'll go from there, guys. Come on.
Come on, Bob.
Okay, guys, we're over here at the pole beans, and these guys are just looking amazing. You can see they're crawling up the PVC pipe. They're crawling along the fishing line, which my wife has so graciously said is looking amazing, and it's really working out.
Yes, it is.
In spite of my thoughts of it being pretty janky, it's doing all right. I mean, it's definitely doing the job. You know, the beans are definitely growing up it and across it. So it's definitely working out. We have no beans yet, but no doubt we will have some shortly, and we were really looking forward to that.
Yes, they're buds, and we're just looking every day, seeing if those buds will form a bean.
So next year, I'll be doing things a bit differently. But I mean, look at this. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. And if these really start to produce beans, we'll be sitting all right.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, guys, we'll be back at you with our cinnamon basil and Priscilla.
All right, y'all. So here is the cinnamon basil. Oh, and these. At first, we were a little bit concerned because because we basically we started them off directly into here in our raised bed on legs, and it started off just like little tiny bits in one area and a little bit in another, and it was like weeded out a lot. Like there were a lot of weeds. So then finally we took the weeds out, and thankfully they started just exploding, and then we finally got more and more, and now we're just with this huge bed of cinnamon basil, and it just smells so good. It smells so good. But we definitely could tell like some of them were flowering, so we're gonna have to cut them off and just start using that in some foods or whatever, or save them and to dry them, and yeah. So gosh, still so amazed. So now we're going to head on over to our holy basil, and here they are. These are absolutely just beautiful, and they're finally flourishing and growing. We were concerned about these too because we didn't see nothing for a very long time. But then finally they just started to just pop up. There's not really a scent or anything yet. They're still relatively small and still growing, but we can't wait for them to get as big as the cinnamon basil. So that's that's basically it for this and that. So we're going to just move on to our melons and winter squash.
Okay, guys. So we're over here at our melons and our butternut squash, and they are still doing really, really well. Our butternut squash, our 2 plants that we planted here, have already started putting on their first mature leaves, which is very exciting. So from there, they're just going to explode and start producing butternut squash. Last year, we had really good luck with butternut squash, considering our infestation of squash beetles. We probably ended up getting about 7-8 squash before the squash beetles actually absolutely decimated everything. Interestingly, some melon seeds that spilled out over here when taking the thumbnail for a previous video, they're actually doing better than over here, and there's a little bit difference of the soil that's here over what's here. So I find that very interesting, because actually the soil that's over here, the first little bit, is actually really old stuff that was like found in my dad's garage. But it's doing better. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are about that. But you can see our previous issues with slugs and critters just eating the heck out of stuff. Not so much an issue right now.
Praise the Lord.
So you know what? That might be a win for raised beds. You know, the critters that's going to eat your stuff up going to have a harder time getting to it. At least that seems to be our experience so far. Because the same thing with our squash that we'll be showing you later on. Last year, squash beetles decimated them after we got some squash from it, but not nearly as much as we would have liked. Right now, they're showing no signs of stopping. They are out of control, which we'll show you in a little bit. Right now, I think we'll bring you over to our little planters with lettuce over here. And you can see these guys are just doing amazing. There's the freckle, the red romaine. I can see the little red right there. We got red romaine over there, and there's some on the bottom here. But overall, I mean, they're doing about as good as I expected them to. Nothing to really write home about too much. But you know what? For some seeds that I threw in the plant, just willy-nilly. Messiah, are you kidding me? For real?
The look of shame.
So, little context as to what that was about. This dog was literally just drinking some water out of a pot.
He's gonna end up getting sick.
Oh yeah, Messiah's got a really weak stomach. He eats a little bit of grass and he's vomiting. So, this dog, Messiah, you better go lay down, dude. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so
On that note.
we're done with our lettuce. So Priscilla is going to continue along with our tomatoes. Okay, guys. So I lied. I'm doing the tomatoes. Mostly because we were going to have Priscilla do the tomatoes, but because we're coming from this angle, Priscilla was just like blocked out because of the sun.
Yeah.
So, and if you can't see that beautiful face, it don't make sense to put her on the film, right?
Oh my
Y'all come to see that beautiful smile. I know, it's all right.
Gosh.
Our tomatoes, guys, look at this.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's only one word I got for this, guys. Hallelujah. That's the only word that there is for this, because these guys, I didn't think any of them were really going to make it. I really did not, and they were just exploding. It's so crazy. It is so amazing to me, so amazing, that of all our seedlings that died in a freak frost, the tomatoes made it.
Yes.
The tomatoes made it. And so these two down here are our big slicer tomatoes. I think they're boxcar willies. This guy right here is our San Marzano tomato. And the other 5 are all cherry tomatoes. We're growing more cherry tomatoes than anything else because they're a snacking tomato, and that's really, we're gonna snack on them more than anything else.
And add them in our salad.
Yeah. So these 3 right here are black. No. These 3 right here are purple Russian tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
This is the black vernissage, I believe, and this is the porter cherry tomato. These 2 I might have flipped. This might be the black vernissage, and this might be the cherry turn. We'll find out when they produce fruit. But oh my gosh, this is so amazing, guys! Like, especially this guy. This guy is just out of control right here. I can't wait, guys. I can't wait to just start popping tomatoes while I'm playing in the garden, guys. Because that's what it is to me. It's playing in the garden. Okay, this ain't work. This is play. This is play at this point. The work was the mulching.
Oh yeah.
The work was building the raised beds and filling them. At this point, this is just play, guys.
Yes.
This ain't work at all. And it's all worth it. Okay, so now, for real this time, Priscilla is going to cover the garlic and the radish.
Yes.
All right, so here we are with our radishes and our garlic. So I'm going to start talking about the radish. These are our new set of radishes, and as you can see, you can clearly see how just lined up and spaced out they are this time. They're a lot bigger. The leaves are much bigger than our first set. Our first set was really close and just going all over the place. We didn't really thin them out, so I guess it just like choked out some of them, and some were just too small. But this time they have plenty of room to just grow and expand. And these things, oh my gosh, I think it was like 3 or 4 days they came up, and you were just like, wow, that was fast. So we're just hoping for this next set to be even bigger than what we already harvested before. And then with these bad boys, this garlic, man, these are so good. These, like, I feel like this set of garlic that we have this year was so much better than last year, and I think they're going to be much bigger than last year. We already have a few that are starting to take on like this scapes here, and it's just getting so close to pulling them up, and we're so excited, and I cannot wait. Like I said, I want to braid them so bad and make like a big old garlic braid to just hang up in the kitchen or the dining room or something. I'm like so excited about that. But this bed has just been wonderful, just like last year with these, with the garlic and the radish. So yeah, nothing much more to say, but we are just excited and happy about how the garlic is looking and how it's getting so close to being harvested, and that the radish, the second set, is doing much better. So I guess now we can go on over to our mint. And this, for some reason, I think it's the soil that we have. It's not that drainable. Dan had the sprinkler on while we were doing our walk this morning, and it just fills up. Eventually it goes down. It takes a while. So I don't think this is as drainable dirt as we wanted to, but it's okay. It's still like growing like crazy. But I'm so excited for the mint, because I definitely use that for tea, and I just can't wait for that. And yeah, it's just so awesome. It really is awesome. I can't wait to have homemade tea. But yeah, so I guess now we can move on to our snap peas. And all right, so here are our snap peas. These are producing, which is amazing, and I'm just gonna take one because I want to show y'all what it looks like this. And there's peas, little peas inside, and these things are so sweet. See that? Yes, beautiful. They are so sweet and so good. So crunchy, juicy. This is like literally the best pea pod I've ever tasted in my life. Like, it is so good. Ever since we had these last year, I was like, damn, we need to do this again. So here we are. So, I mean, we don't have a lot like how we have our beans, but we have a little bit here. And they're climbing up just as well as the beans. So, yeah. So I'm just happy we have these producing, we snack on these right now. And yeah. So that is our pole peas. So now we're gonna move on to the stars of the show here, which are our scallop squash and the zucchini squash. So over here.
Okay guys, so here we are at our golden squash. This is our amazing producer last year, and so far they've been great this year. I mean, if you come in and just take a look at these beautiful squash right here. Look at this guy. Oh my god, I didn't think he was gonna make it, but he's doing amazing. This guy right here, amazing. We got more there. Oh, we're gonna have so much squash, we won't even know what to do with it. And we have, oh, 1, 2, 3. I can see 3 squash that are currently, they're about this big, and that other plant right over there. Guys, these guys are just growing out of control. I mean, right now, right here, we have 5 squash actively growing. 5.
Yes.
Right here is our okra. It's right now our best growing okra. This is a weed. You can get rid of him. And I mean, I can almost see little baby okra getting ready to start producing. We love pickled okra. That's why we're growing some okra. This is another okra right here. Not doing as good. Not sure what we're gonna get with him, but we'll see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pepper plants over there. We did have another pepper plant, but I don't think he really made it. Which, you know what, it is what it is. If you guys remember, we transferred over our dill. So here's our dill. I mean, right here, that seems to be doing really good. So we'll see if they bounce back. It's still, I think it's still too early to tell, but we'll see. So we're gonna readjust the camera so I can show you guys these zucchini and squash over here, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is our striped zucchini. Right now we have 1 zucchini growing on this guy, and just look at that guy. Like, that guy is huge already, and he's still got plenty of time to go. I don't see any other, oh no, there's another baby one right in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's all right. There might be, oh no, that's a male. So there's at least 1 more, if not 2 more possible zucchini in there, guys. And oh man, I can't wait, guys. This is just growing out of sight. If you guys remember, we did plant 2. This guy didn't come up, but you know, this is where we put the other dill. And boy, they're still looking sick, guys. I don't know what to do about them. It might just be a total loss. We might just have to plant some more. We'll have to see what we want to do about that. Follow me over here on the other side. We'll take a look at our scallop squash. Okay guys, so here are our scallop squash. Now you can see we have a little, we had a little baby guy. Oh look, he just fell right off. Look at him, yeah. So I wasn't expecting this guy to make it anyway, because if you look right there, he just didn't get fertilized. So it sucks, and toss him over there. But I don't see any fresh ones in here, but I do believe I see a little baby one right there, super tiny. But there are tons and tons of buds of all kinds in these plants, so we will be having scallop squash in no time. I'm not even concerned about it. These plants are looking so healthy and beautiful. And these guys, combined with the zucchini into 2 golden squash, will be eating good before we know it. Okay, so we'll be coming back at you with our root vegetable bed and green beans with Priscilla.
All right, you guys, so here we are where our green beans are, our string beans. And it's so crazy. We finally got some that are actually huge. I've been seeing just little tiny ones, but now there are 1, 2, 3 big ones right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you see? These bad boys. Oh my gosh. We're gonna be having string beans coming out of our ears. It is so awesome. And it seems like only this side is providing the beans so far. I haven't seen none on this side yet. There's a little baby one on this plant, but I haven't seen none like that just yet. So in the meantime, we're gonna be definitely keeping an eye out on those, and we're gonna probably be picking those in a couple more days once they get a little bit longer. So now if you come to me over here, we're gonna make our way towards the beets. Okay, and here they are. The leaves and everything, they look amazing. They seem to be still doing okay. Let me see. We haven't really seen any so far yet. Haven't seen the tops. We still think they're doing fine though. No damage really, hardly with the leaves or anything. So we're still just gonna let them go, let them grow, keep doing their thing. But these leaves smell really good too. The beets, they smell like beets. But yeah, so these luscious leaves are doing wonderful. So now we're gonna make our way to the onions. And the onions are really cool. I really like the onions because, well, first of all, I never really knew how an onion grew until now. And you can see like those two and then that other little one too. Like they're growing above ground with the root deep inside. And it just looks so cool, and I can't wait to see them actually growing into a giant onion. Like I really hope we at least get like a baseball size. That'd be really cool. But yeah, these things are so cool. I love them. And it's really cool to just watch them grow. And these have been getting much longer, so that's an awesome sign. So now over here, this row right here, these are our carrots. And our carrots, I mean, the leaves still look fine, everything's fine. But I don't really know if they're doing much right now. We're still just letting them do their thing, letting them grow. But yeah, still not really sure with them just yet. But they still look wonderful. And we can't wait to pull those up when the time comes. And then here we are over here with our 2 varieties of turnips. Of turnips. So, and it's really weird and cool at the same time, because the ones you see on this side here, basically from this side here, from the carrots to right here, these are some other type of turnip that we wanted to try, and they flowered so early. They're still flowering and stuff. So we thinned them down. They're still just not doing nothing. As we're looking at the roots and stuff, they're like not doing anything. So that was sort of a bummer, but at the same time it's like whatever. But then on this side we have our purple top turnips, like the typical ones you would find at the store. And man, if you like pull apart some, it just looked like you can see the tops and they look huge. It is so awesome. And actually I think it's our first accomplishment this year with turnips. I don't think we were able to grow turnips last year. But these turnips are looking really amazing and awesome. And then finally, oh, okay. So I'm actually going to pull one up so you can see the size. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is cute. It's actually a really nice size. Here, let me try to get that off. Alright, so this is what a turnip looks like. Not bad. This is a really pretty good size to saute or to roast in the oven. So sweet. And there's still some that are like this size or even bigger. So totally excited for that. Definitely going to save this though. Alright. So now let's move on to our eggplants. This is the final vegetable we have in our root bed. Our eggplants are right here. 1, 2, 3. They are all right. This one's the best looking one because it hasn't been eaten. But for the most part, they're flourishing, they're growing, so we're just letting them do their thing. We're making sure the weeds aren't as prevalent on this side, so that they can continue to grow and not get all the nutrients and stuff sucked up from the weeds. But yeah, we definitely can't wait for some eggplant. We really hope that this comes through for us. But yeah, so that's basically it. So now we're gonna move on to our salad bed. And there's some pretty exciting things in the salad bed. All right, y'all, so here we are at the salad bed. We're gonna first start off with the spinach. This spinach is now flowering. I have been battling with this thing, trying to cut off the flowers as much as possible for them to flourish, but it just won't stop flowering. So we're just gonna let them go to go flower and collect their seeds, and just hope for the best for next time when we do this. I think it was definitely the weather, and they were probably very confused with the weather we had a couple weeks ago and stuff, so it's all good with those. We have way other things to put in on our plates and stuff. So here's my favorite right now, because right now I'm harvesting a butt ton of this, and this is our lettuce. This is our red romaine lettuce right here, and then this is our tango leaf, not tango, tango leaf. And I have been harvesting from both sides, and they are just coming up so quickly no matter what I do. Like, I don't know if you can even tell, you probably can't, but I cut some off, but it's still just like an abundance still left. And we've been eating salad like almost every single day, and for lunch, and it's just, it's so amazing how it still just provides us what we need. So I absolutely love that we have a supply of lettuce for ourselves. So yeah, I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy, and I'm glad they're close together. It's easier to just snip and go. So now we're gonna move on. This is our kale, and y'all can definitely tell they've gotten a lot bigger from the last time you've seen them. And these are gonna be mostly used for our smoothies. I definitely think by next week or so we'll be able to use them, but we want to use up the rest that we bought from Produce Junction first, but they're almost there to be ready. But yeah, we have a whole row of them, so we are definitely prepared and ready to add that into our smoothies. In the middle here we have 3 different colors of Swiss chard. We have 2 red Swiss chard, yellow, and pink Swiss chard. And they are just looking beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful, and they look much better than last year. I definitely could tell the difference between planting them in a raised bed than in the ground. They are just flourishing and just growing beautifully like crazy. Whew, it is so hot. And then on this side here we have, I believe, our collards. Yep, these are our collards. They are looking wonderful. We're definitely gonna have to start, I guess, picking them so we can either freeze them and store them, or throw them in a soup or something for when it gets cold. But yeah, these things are just, they are amazing. They are growing beautifully. So let's move on back here to my most exciting little area here too. Alright, so these 2 here are possibly cauliflower. I think these 2 are cauliflower. And then those 2 are broccoli. And then these 2 are our cabbages right here. And man, we are just so excited to see a head form on like each of these. They are just looking so beautiful. They have been flourishing so much better than last year. So much better. I mean, we have a little bites from a few critters or whatnot, but for the most part they're still producing, they're still growing. They're so tall, like, oh my gosh, they're growing so much. And they look wonderful, and we cannot wait to see a head of a cauliflower here, and a head of a broccoli, and a head of cabbage right there. Like, it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be our first time seeing that in person, and it's very exciting. So yeah, that pretty much sums up our salad bed. Our salad bed is just awesome and amazing. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums up the rest of our garden tour here. So we're gonna close, and I'll see you over there.
All right, guys. So that's the garden right now. Heading to the beginning of July. Things are looking pretty good.
Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah.
She got so choked up about it.
I sure did. Oh, but man, yes, you guys, it has just been flourishing and providing so much so far, and we are just so excited for it to get to their full producing mode, man. Like, we're so excited. It's gonna be great, especially the green beans, the squash, and I cannot wait for heads of cabbage and broccoli, and all that stuff, and our tomatoes, sweet, nice tomatoes,
our beans.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what kind of beans we end up once those pole beans start going.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so awesome.
And we didn't cover it in the video, but our herbs.
Oh yeah.
Our herbs are doing really nicely. We got fresh thyme, fresh tarragon, basil, sage, parsley, cilantro.
Yeah.
Doing so good. Next year we hope to add rosemary and bay leaf.
Yeah.
We definitely want to get a bay leaf tree.
That would be really neat.
Oh man. So Priscilla talked about it earlier about saving seed with the spinach. That's going to be one of our big changes this year going into next year. Is just about everything that we've planted this year we're going to save the seeds from and use those seeds to plant next year, rather than continuously reusing the same seeds that we've had. Any of the expert gardeners out there who know better than I do, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to be talking out of my caboose when I say this. But I'm under the impression that the more you harvest the seeds from a plant that you grow in your area, the genetics of that seed become acclimated to the climate of that area. Ergo, your seeds will grow better in the climate that you grow in as you continuously grow generation after generation after generation. I believe I'm correct in saying that. I could be wrong, but that also kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So anybody who knows better than I do, correct me if I'm wrong about that. But that's one of the reasons why we want to really start going hard and heavy in saving seed, is because we don't plan on leaving New Jersey. We have a plan for a legit homestead in a couple years down the road in New Jersey. So we want to start now getting seeds that we get from, say, M.I. Gardner, who's in Michigan, getting those genetics acclimated to the climate of New Jersey.
Right.
So, that being said, I think that about does it.
Yes, let's close.
It is hot,
It's
guys.
hot.
It is. I don't even know if it's hot. It's humid. It's supposed to be getting rain. I don't know. I'm glad I watered anyway.
I know.
But we need to go inside, sit in front of the AC. So, as always, guys, God bless.
Yep. And
Like, comment, share, subscribe. She always wants to jump the gun on that. Always wanting to jump the gun.
oh gosh. Well.
I with the subscribing, guys, again, I've said this in previous videos. Over 50% of the people who are watching our videos aren't subscribers. So if you've made it this far along, guys, I hope we've earned you as a subscriber. And you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so that you can stay in tune with what we do here. Not everything's about homesteading, as you've seen in the last couple of videos. A lot of it is family. That's what we're about. We're all about family. And so, you know, you're our backyard buddies when you're over here in our channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So,
yes, and also too, like if YouTube is free, so if you think, you know, to make an account it's gonna be hard and difficult, it's not. Just use your email, your Gmail account. It's much easier, and you can just.
I got like 6.
Yeah, yeah, I got 4. But it's very easy. Just use if you have Gmail, it's the most easiest thing. Other email is easy too. But just use that and become a subscriber if you're just, on Facebook or whatever. You don't have to do nothing else. Just go to our profile, hit subscribe, and that's all you gotta do. You don't have to sign up for their notifications or the emails and all that crap.
That's right.
Yeah, so don't be shy.
And for you guys who are a bit more tech savvy, don't forget we have an Instagram, we have a Twitter, we have a blog now, we have a website. Definitely go check us out at ourbackyardhomestead.net. And what else we got? We got Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. That's it.
I mean, yeah, guys, we're hitting up all the social medias.
Yeah, man.
And we try to keep on top on all that stuff. So hit that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. Things will get really funky in a couple years, guys, when we're gonna build a house.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's gonna be super exciting.
If you want to see a journey of a couple of knuckleheads having a garden in their backyard to building a house for a homestead, you want to catch the beginnings right here, right now, because it's going to be a whole lot to catch up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But whether you subscribe or not, guys, we wish you the best. We love you, and
yeah, God bless and
keep growing. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Guess what, honey?
What?
They reached the end of the video.
Oh my gosh!
Well, you guys, you can subscribe to our channel up here.
Or you can check out our latest video right here.
And don't forget to like,
Comment,
subscribe,
and share.
and as always, keep growing. Bye.
Bye.